Welcome into the Piopac Coaches Show Minute as we had a successful basketball weekend on Saturday as Whitman came into the Pamplin Center and both the women's and the men's team won. So we are joined now by Christina Herring, one of the seniors, the only senior. With that kind of on your plate as being the only senior, what is the leadership like for your team? I mean, how much does that fall on you and then how much does that fall on some of the other folks who are in the second or third year?
I feel like for me, the way that I like to lead is by example. So on the court, like I'll try and, do the drills to the best of my ability and always look like I'm working hard. And what's great about the team is that we have 3 captains, so not all of the leadership responsibility falls on me. We have Margaret and Neva, which are great leaders out there on the floor who inspire by both doing work on the court and by, getting us pumped up before games and stuff.
Well, this is my first year with the Pios program, and I've seen you maybe a handful of times so far, and I've seen you be ultra competitive, very serious, saw you shooting baskets before the game with your headphones in, and then I've just seen you with big old grins on your face, riding the bike at Portland State and whatnot. Kind of describe to me your personality. Who are you? What do you feel like?
I feel like, I guess there are 2 sides to me on the court. When I need to be, I'm very competitive, very into the game, but at the same time, if you take it too seriously, it's not as fun. So you have to have that nice little balance between, having fun and also being really competitive and being really focused into the game. So I guess that is my personality. It's not only, having fun and, joking around with the girls, but also, putting in work when I need to.
How can humor be helpful during the course of a game?
Well, I feel like when you're down, sometimes you need something to pick you back up, and if it's not a score, if scores aren't happening for you right away, sometimes you need to bring up people's energy and people's just morale levels. So every once in a while, you got to crack a joke so that people, get lighthearted and are able to get back into the game instead of just having it just be so competitive all the time. It just kind of wears down on you. So just being able to joke around and hang out with the girls is always great.
Describe your play on the court, especially when you have the ball. What are you looking to do first?
Well, our first read is always a low post, and that's where I always look. I feel like this year our post can do a lot of work for us, and so every time, my favorite pass is a lob pass over the top so that the posts have just nothing in between them and the basket, low post, and then if that's not open, then looking to get the girls into the plays and making sure that I'm making the right reads and that they're looking at what they need to be looking at so that we can run the plays and execute.
So for your game, then, what's more important, an assist or a point?
Personally, the assist. That's what I go for.
You could absolutely tell. In the first couple games that I've got to watch, you definitely seem like a pass first, shoot second kind of person. But then when you shoot the ball, you're pretty successful with that too. Has it always been that way for you? Did that develop over time?
Actually, that has always been that way for me. My parents try and tell me to be a little more selfish, but that's not the game that I play. I'm selfish when I need to be, but mostly I look to dish the balls to the people who I know can put it in.
Let's talk a little bit about what you have ahead, because we won't see you again on PioStream until conference resumes with Linfield in January. What do you have for the rest of December before you take the winter break?
We resume play next Sunday. We go down to Menlo and play a tournament down there with some big regional games for the D3. So we play some good competition that we need to win that weekend. And then after that, we have one basically warm-up game before we start conference again. We play Concordia at Concordia, and they have been doing pretty well against against other people in the conference. So I think the next games that we have in December will be big games. So they're not conference. They will help our morale and just help show us where we are and where we need to be.
What are your plans for the break?
For the break, go home and hang out.
You're from California. Why'd you come up to Portland?
I don't know. I knew I didn't want to stay in California. I actually didn't apply to any schools in California because I figured I might end up back there. But I know Portland is it's a big city with a small city feel, and I just love that about the city, And actually, I might stay up here after I graduate, so I think it's a good fit for me.
Well, I want to have you on again, so I won't spoil all these questions. But I do want to ask you about your coach because she's been with you this whole time. What's Julie like?
She's great. I'm so happy that I've had the opportunity to play with her for 4 years. She's helped me develop into the player both on and off the court that I am today. She encourages us, and every once in a while when we need it, she gives a little kick in the butt to make sure that we're doing the work that we need to do and that we reach our full potential.
Well, bring me a joke next time.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.